Are you playing it safe? Are you safe? How safe are you? Like, are you willing to take risk? Do you think you were sent on earth just to live in the sea range? Is that where you at? Is everything you do about doing just enough? Do you push the limit? Do you go above and beyond? Is your standard too low? Do you need help breaking out of that? Welcome to SpeakSeeds, where transformation, and inspiration is the expectation. My name is Jason Thomas. I'm the husband of one, father of three, and mentor to many. I'm a certified Gallup Strength coach with over a decade of experience in strategic planning, consulting, and mentoring. So if you're living in the gray, man, first question I want to know, how long you been there, right? Because sometimes you just wake up one day, I'm in the gray. Or sometimes you were told that was a safe place to be. I can remember hearing like, you know what, you don't want to rock the boat. You heard statements like the squeaky wheel getting no oil, right? That don't even make sense. That's talking against it. But you're told to not make a fuss. So in this world, you heard a statement like you're jack of all trades, master of none. And a good example of that is with your car. Let's say, I'll do even better because some people might not have a car. I ain't always have a car. Let's say your cell phone. If your cell phone is broke, are you going to take it to a person who fix all electronics or somebody who specifically fix iPhones? Because I know you got an iPhone if you're watching this. If you have an Android, you can watch it too. It might be on dial-up. No, I'm just kidding. If y'all have a phone, watch it. But what I'm saying is when it comes to breaking out of that, you have to ask yourself a couple of questions. Why were you comfortable accepting average? What was the fear? What was that? When did it start? And then what makes you scared of living out loud? If you feel like you could do so much more than you're doing, if you really, really feel that, because a big part of that is you won't change until you're tired. People will say, hey, it's all good. Well, next week, well, it's not so bad. If you still there, this video not for you because you're not ready. You're not tired enough. But the minute you I'm tired of living below who I'm supposed to be. And we all are on the journey, right? Some people get it early, some people get it sooner. But if this message resonates with you and you're ready to be who you were always supposed to be, let's have a conversation. So when you look at the average in that gray area, right? It comes to your standard and your habits. A quote I always heard, how you do everything is how you do anything. So if you have a level of pride in how you dress, how you speak, what you write on social media, what the places you choose to go, how you treat your body, if you have a standard in those areas, it bleeds over. On the flip side, if you don't care where you go, you don't watch what you consume, you don't care about your body, you don't want to go above and beyond, or here's a big one, that ain't my job. Oh, that was a pet peeve of mine. That ain't my job. I couldn't. And people said that. I'm like, you know what? You're not all in. So when you look at that, how long have you been saying it's not my job? What does it say about you and your personal culture? How committed are you to a team? What happens to doing whatever it takes to get it done? What kind of partner are you? What kind of teammate are you? I know that's a lot. That's a whole lot. But these are things to consider when it comes to mediocrity being in the middle, because I have an example of that. So my son, we were talking about school and grades. And me and my wife were like very upset with him. Like, man, you should be killing it. Da, 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 da. And he says, my goal was to get a C. So we pushing for A, but where he's at, he was okay because that was his goal. So some people's goal is, I'm just here so I won't get fired. What kind of existence is that? And it's like, when it's all said and done and we all leave this world, you want to look back. I heard someone say the worst thing in the world, what they say, misery, or like, I don't know if it's misery or a real terrible thing, is the day before you leave this earth, you meet who you were supposed to be. Can you imagine that? Imagine the day before you finna leave this earth, you see who you were supposed to be if you just stepped out. What a That's a revelation. So the goal of it, y'all, is to leave empty. Leave this world empty. What does that mean? Whatever was put inside you, it was not for you. It was for others. Me doing this show, me talking, all the stuff I've been through, what I want to share, my passion, is for you. It's for you. Maybe something I say can inspire you to want more for yourself or inspire you to want to dig deeper. Because if you're digging deeper, you get to the bottom, you get to what they call the root, right? Too many times you can cut down the tree, but if you don't get rid of the root, it come back. So the root is when you're looking right, at yourself, because the root is you. If you at a job, now some jobs are terrible places. I give you that. It's not a thing. But if you look at a job, you're there working, oh, they toxic. Well, that's all. That's a whole other thing. If somebody say toxic too much, then I start looking at them. You saying toxic too much. Everywhere it can't be toxic. It could be you. That's just being real. But when you look at different environments, if you move environments, only a matter of time before you start, your roots and your fruit start showing. So with any tree, you can tell a tree by the fruit, right? Fruit, root kind of go together, both ends. One is on one end, one is on the other. So when it looks at the standard of mediocrity, one gem I want to give you with this, you guys, is pride. Pride and habits. One workshop I did with young people, we were talking about when a person is in kindergarten, first grade. When they draw that picture, it's like a squiggly stick man, they are so excited. When they go to the bathroom, they are so excited. When they tie their shoe, when they put their mismatched clothes on, they are excited. You hear me? They're excited. Somewhere along the way, we lose that. And we just start doing stuff. We don't even want to put our name on it. Who did that? I don't know. We want to go to anonymous land. But if we can keep being prideful in everything that we do, it's a book called Why We Work. And in the book, they talk about, one thing they talked about was this guy, he worked in a hospital, and he was a maintenance person, but he felt like his job was to help people when they're coming out of a coma. In the room, he would change the pictures on the wall and change random things. So if they came out of consciousness, it wasn't the same old, they knew something was different. So he took his role of cleaning to the next level. Now he became involved in someone else coming out of a coma. That's perspective, right? So yes, I could be sweeping floors or I could be changing lives. How do I want to see this thing? I was at the airport. It was another young man. I was doing my, going through the security, like the baggage and stuff. And there was a guy there. He was talking like, take your shoes off and change your thing and move your legs. He was talking like a superhero. And he caught my attention. I said, man, you should do voiceover work. He said, actually, I do voiceover work and I practice here. I've got some gigs. But think about that perspective. He could be just checking bags, but he's doing his voiceover work, can potentially catch the attention of somebody that can put him in a different position. So he's taking his role and doing a step higher. So if you want to have a conversation about reframing and seeing what excellence you have that's yet to be tapped and pulled out, schedule a call with SpeakSeeds. We look forward to hearing from you soon. Hopefully you got some other conversation, and see you on the next episode.